Level 7 is a treacherous, largely uncharted oceanic environment. It begins in a distorted room where gravity pulls you into a vast, freezing sea. The only known entry point is a fully furnished living space, complete with a bookcase, a coffee table, and a single ceiling light. Curiously, the entire room is rotated horizontally. While gravity inside this room keeps your feet firmly planted on what should be the wall, the spatial logic breaks down at the center of the floor. A hole is cut into the wood, revealing an endless, dark ocean directly beneath you. You plummet 4.5 meters straight down through that opening, landing directly into pitch-black, churning waters. The shock of the drop is met with a severe environmental hazard. The water is freezing, closely resembling the physical sensation of touching liquid nitrogen. Once submerged, the physics change entirely. A localized gravitational pull actively drags you downward, requiring immense effort just to keep your head above the surface. The architecture of the entrance forces you into an immediate trap. You are fully submerged in freezing water, constantly fighting an aggressive, relentless downward pull that is designed to drown you. This animated depth gauge maps the physical layout of the ocean, starting at the surface with the daylight zone. This empty, relatively bright stretch occupies the first 1.2 kilometers. Continuing past that marker, daylight vanishes as you enter the twilight zone. Water pressure here spikes noticeably. It is in this dark layer where the remains begin to appear. You drift past mutated human skeletons with absent eye sockets, excessively sharp teeth, and elongated jawbones. Massive aquatic remains drift alongside them. Skeletal fish measuring up to 65 feet long float idly through the crushing pressure. At 6 kilometers down, the depth gauge hits the midnight zone. This pitch-black expanse serves as a massive graveyard, saturated entirely with drifting humanoid remains. The final known layer is the abyss. Here, unseen piles of rocks and tar constantly bubble. The environment is so hostile that the longest recorded exploration here lasted exactly 1 minute and 45 seconds. Synthetic fibers collected from these depths reveal a bizarre anomaly. The absolute bottom of this endless ocean is paved with carpet. The sheer volume of skeletal remains suspended across these descending zones points to a single conclusion. Something highly efficient is wiping out all life in these waters. The entity responsible for this mass graveyard is known simply the Thing on Level 7. The Thing is a singular, lethal entity. It has supposedly eradicated all other life in the level. No one knows what it looks like, because no one who has seen it has survived. It operates with unnatural speed and immense strength. It can sense the location of a target from vast distances away, regardless of the pitch-black conditions. Once it locks onto a target, it closes the distance and eviscerates the victim in a matter of seconds. The only documented method for surviving an encounter is to carry a secondary source of meat. Throwing bait far away from your body can momentarily distract its hunting pattern. Attempting to navigate the freezing, crushing descent is rendered nearly impossible if you make a sound and draw the attention of this inescapable predator. Fleeing back to the surface offers little relief. 2 kilometers away from the entrance drop, a handful of isolated islands made of unknown black rock break the water's surface. The closest island houses the only known settlement, Fort Surrender. It is a crude collection of shacks constructed entirely from rusted metal scraps. A tiny population of anywhere from 4 to 9 people inhabit this makeshift base. The isolation and constant dread of the ocean below have taken a severe psychological toll. The inhabitants have lost their minds and now actively worship the entity hunting in the waters beneath them. They refuse all trade and are extremely hostile, attacking any approaching wanderers on sight. The surface islands offer no genuine refuge, only the guarantee of violence from maddened survivors. The only path forward is back into the lethal waters. Intense downward gravitational forces make movement difficult. Survival is a constant struggle. The ultimate objective for any wanderer trapped here is a rumored underwater cave system that serves as a gateway to Level 8. This scale diagram illustrates the extreme difficulty of reaching that exit. The cave is hidden an astonishing 7 kilometers straight down from the entrance point. Accessing the next level requires locating a submerged cave hidden deep within this dangerous aquatic expanse. The architecture of this space forces a brutal ultimatum. You either succumb to madness on the barren surface islands, or attempt an impossible 7-kilometer descent into freezing, crushing darkness while hunted by an apex predator. Level 7 is water, death, and the thing. Subscribe for more Backrooms exploration.